29 QBS J Flight here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is the slightly updated, revamped version of the very popular 29 QBH. The biggest difference here, you get a full private front bedroom instead of that island entertainment center that you have to kind of shuffle around. Now, the J Flight by Jayco is the #1 selling branded travel trailer since 2005 and counting. That is 10 consecutive years of being #1 by a significant margin. So, question is why? There are more travel trailers built now than ever before. More brands, more options. With the internet, there's more information available, at least from dealers like myself. Not every dealer takes the time to put together video footage like this. So, you know, what it is about the J Flight that's made them so attractive? That's what I want to focus on here. First thing I want to touch on is the warranty. In this class, there's really no one else doing the level of warranty work that Jayco does, the 2-year bumper to hitch warranty with first-year roadside assistance. And they can do that and double the assurance that most manufacturers offer you. They have double the warranty because they build a superior product. They use better grade materials. Like, you won't see OSB and particle board in this. It is all plywood. You have tongue and groove 5/8 plywood floor decking. You have tongue and groove plywood roof decking. Everything is truly walkable up there. They have basically the same structure roof in this that they have in their high-dollar fifth wheels. You know, they make the right choice consistently. Every year they you know, make little updates to the exterior. This the current incarnation at the time of this filming, they have a really nice high contrast gunmetal gray front and rear wall with the white sidewall. So you still have that nice modern look, but you have the classic quality. Now, a lot of manufacturers are giving away power awnings and power tongue jacks like candy. However, Jayco uses higher grade motors in their appliances. So your awning, your tongue jack, they move faster, they're more reliable, they last longer, less likely to have an incidence of failure. You're going to spend more time on your campsite, less time hauling this back to a warranty shop than other brands in this class. You have 30-pound propane tanks on here. That's going to give you 50% more dry camp time. You also have an 80-gallon fresh water capacity in a J Flight. That is double generally what you'll find in here. It is a bit windy today. If the wind is playing havoc with the sound, I am sorry. I don't use a big fancy camera or windsock or microphones, just a little handheld, and I walk around. We do like to put the rear ladder on these because they are truly walkable. We generally, now this is a quick thing to mention, things like that rear ladder or the thermal package that's equipped on this specific trailer or the Elite package, these are optional pieces of equipment. They're upgrades that we put on these, kind of like the interior color scheme that you'll see here on this video. Not every single J Flight that we carry is going to look exactly like this video. So, you know, always keep that in mind. The pictures might look a little different. Don't, you know, wonder why. The pictures are probably more accurate, more representative of the actual unit. Now, this is an outdoor kitchen model. Notice here, even in the outdoor kitchens, they have LED lighting. You don't have incandescent bulbs that it's going to cause you to make trips to the service shop to get replaced. Your overhead doors in a J Flight, they're held open with struts, and they're metallic. They're not plastic struts. They're made to last longer. It's better grade materials. You have a big wide open space down here so you can add things like blenders or toasters. They do leave you an outlet down here, so you can do that. Now, we have both the 2-burner stovetop as well as the option of adding a bumper mounted grill. That's what this rear gas port back here is for. If you want to add a rear bumper grill or just any quick connect capable grill, you can do that. My favorite part of any outdoor kitchen is, of course, Dad's medicine cabinet. It gives you the big refrigerator out here, and this is going to cut down drastically on the amount of you know, foot traffic you have going in and out of the camper just to grab a drink. The kids are always hitting that refrigerator. Heck, I do it, you know. The drawers, you'll notice even inside and outside, all of your drawers are full plywood constructed. The drawer fronts, they're all hardwood. That's my wedding ring clinking off of there. And everything is just simple, easy. Nothing can get kinked. It all works. The thermal package that is available on these J Flights, it encloses the underbelly, and what's neat is Jayco's underbelly enclosure mounts on top of the frame rails, not below. Let me see if I can get you a good view of that actually. See right here, you see the underbelly enclosure is up above the frame rail, not down here below the frame rail. If it's mounted below the frame rail, over time that enclosure can sag, and just like you see there, you can get a gap. If you have a gap, then it's not enclosed. It's not doing its job. And we will typically upgrade these with aluminum wheels. But again, always double check your options list on this kind of stuff. Your J-Flight power awnings do have the LED lighting. I believe that is part of the Elite package that we have on here. So if you look up here, you can see this strip right here. That is a very nice LED lighting strip that will just cast a lot of indirect lighting across your campsite. Now, because it is indirect lighting, that means that it's not going to, you know, be very offensive to, say, like a neighbor or anything. There's a lot of reasons when people get inside of a J-Flight, they go, ooh, you know, they really like these. Just from the moment they walk in, they can tell there's something good going on here. A lot of people can't immediately put their finger on it. Over time, though, they go, is it bigger? And yes, it is. This is 81 inches tall, not 78 like most travel trailers. That means more headroom in the bunks, in the shower, more space in the cabinetry. It's a big deal. We like to upgrade these with the Denver Mattress Hide-A-Bed. It's a tri-fold memory foam sleeper sofa. Very comfortable. And 2 adults can actually sleep on it. Now, Jayco's U-dinettes, their king dinettes, are very cool. You see this big bench right here is actually the rear bench. In a J-Flight, it is free floating. You can move it around anywhere you want. You can use it like the kids' toy chest if you want. But something I noticed, when I became a father, you start to see these things. If you take that table out, you create a pack and play. It has a built-in pack and play if you look at it like that. Well, because we had the thermal package, that doesn't just enclose the underbelly. It adds an extra layer of astrofoil insulation like R14, extra layer of R14 to the floor, the roof, and the slide outs. Very few travel trailers in this class, or any class, have insulated slide outs. So if you do decide you want to use that like a pack and play and you put a baby down there, it won't get cold at night in a J-Flight. It won't wake you up crying. The baby will sleep comfortably. They'll sleep well and they'll get good rest. Everyone knows when your baby gets rested, you get rested. Now notice all of your windows, even the ones in the sides of the slide out, do have 50% openings for maximum possible cross ventilation. Looking over this way, the air conditioners. Typically, we upgrade our J-Flights to have a 15,000 BTU air, not a 13.5. The 13.5 is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but the 15,000 is just more powerful. It gives you more cold air, and it's only like $130 to do it from the factory. It's about $1,300 to do it aftermarket. Also, they have a quick cool feature. When you reach your campsite, if the kids are really hot, you open these fins, it'll drop all your cold air right here in the living room. Then once they cool off, you flip that shut, and it'll push air through your ceiling, through your central air vents. Notice too, again, all LED lights, standard in J-Flight. They've done that for a few years now, and they're forcing other manufacturers to follow suit because it is just a nicer product. You see here in the kitchen, we're getting a lot of extra ambient light from outside without turning on your lights inside and draining your battery. That's because of the skylight up here. That's part of the Elite package. You know, your kitchen cabinetry, the doors you're going to use all the time. These doors right here, the kids probably don't carefully close them. No, the kids do this. They slam stuff shut. This door performs under pressure. They do keep your really important bells and whistles and switches up here where the kids can't get to them. This is also really cool. You can control your water heater right from here. You have gas mode, electric mode, but you can run them both simultaneously at the same time for up to 18 gallons of hot water per hour in this J-Flight. Very cool stuff. Again, upgraded kitchen hardware in a J-Flight. I think that's part of the Elite series, but man, there's so much going on here, I sometimes get them mixed up. You have 4 full extension ball bearing drawers in here. What is it, like 50 pound or 70 pound capacity? It just depends on which literature you read. And you do have a very big space down here. Now, something I've always kind of mentioned to people, if you really wanted to, you could easily modify this little panel here and kind of just take a little cutout from there to have a place to put a trash can. That wouldn't be hard to do whatsoever. The refrigerator in here, standard, is 8 cubic foot. It is 33% larger than what you typically find in a travel trailer. And they standardize that. You don't have to pay extra for that. When they make it standard, you get quality, you get consistency, because the guy building this thing doesn't have to build 2 different trailers at the same time. In a J-Flight, we have nicer porcelain stools, not plastic. Central air and heat in every zone. And notice the extra counter space you get up here. You have an extra large counter beside the sink. Now, again, remember, this is 81 inches tall. It is bigger. It's fit for tall campers. I'm 6'3", standing flat on my feet, And you can see my head still is not even close to coming inside of the bubble. Lots of extra headroom in here. Pardon me, my voice is kind of betraying me a little bit here. As we walk back to the bedroom area, you have an extra large either linen cabinet, towel closet, just general storage or pantry. You can use this for anything, and you will never get enough storage in any RV, but it sure is nice to try. Notice that the kids are starting to get more ceiling vents, so you can get more cross ventilation in here. Even the little windows in the bunks open for ventilation. Now, all of your bedding, your sofa, your master bed, and even the kids' bunks are Denver mattress brand. Your bunks in a J-Flight are 50% thicker than industry standard. They're far nicer and more comfortable. Kids will sleep better. They'll be less crabby. And again, all plywood, no particle board, no SB. Everything's nice. Kids get their own wardrobe back here, and right above that, they get their own entertainment center. You can see the plugs on the ceiling right there. The outside kitchen is located under this bunk, so they gave you some extra storage here and an easy access ladder so the kids can get to the top bunk. But notice there are extra wide planks on this ladder so the kids don't slip going up and down stairs. And these shelves behind this ladder are the perfect depth for like DVD cases or Xbox or PlayStation games. If the kids are allowed to bring their games, they can stay entertained in here. And that's really when you're gonna love this camper, is on a rainy day when you're stuck inside. The kids each have their own space. You have a big living room slide out so that you're not tripping over one another and driving each other crazy. You know, it's extra tall. You're going to get extra light from that skylight up here, so it'll be very open and airy. The television, this thing spins around to face either the living room or the master bedroom. What I do like is what I'm showing you here is how Jayco does take time to finish that off. They do put a mirror on the back, so it's always very attractive. Now, they do have an all-in-one AM, FM, CD, DVD enabled system here. This does absolutely everything. And again, it's just this easy. The TV can flip around either direction you want. TVs are included with this, by the way. We simply have them shipped loose in the box rather than mounted so that you're the first people to touch them when you take this RV home. Right when you walk in the door, what do you have? You have a place for hats and gloves. You have a place for coats. You have a place for shoes. And actually, you have two places for shoes. You have the boot box right here, or my favorite name for this, our clients call this the timeout seat, and I laugh every time I hear that because I understand exactly why they call it that. And you do have a shoe garage down here, because if you've ever owned a bunkhouse or gone camping like I do, you'll know that the shoes end up in this big, ugly, dangerous pile by the door, and it's really nice to have a spot to shove all of them. You have two windows here in the bedroom that do open for cross ventilation. You have a two-color spread here, so you can kind of customize your bedroom to how you want. I like the lighter color personally; it makes it feel more open. And again, you have Denver mattress brand bedding, very nice, very thick, far nicer than what you normally get in most travel trailers. Both sides of the bed have big stands. They have a lot of clearance right here, so you're not going to catch your arm on it when you sit up in bed. And they both have power outlets. So folks with CPAP type machines, both people on each side of the bed. If you both need machines, you can both sleep well at night. You don't really have to take turns. So, I mean, that's this thing in a nutshell. Oh yeah, this is the main difference I told you between the 29 QBH and the 29 QBS here, is that you do have a fully private front bedroom instead of that island, but you still have room to walk around the bed. And they actually retouched this floor plan because they went to a longer 80-inch bed, not the 76-inch Camper Queen that they were using for years. So give us a call, learn even more, and if this isn't the one, we're a huge place that has a ton of stuff in stock. We've got the one for you, I can guarantee that. We do trades, hitches, parts, financing, everything in one spot. This is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be easy. That is our goal, that you guys get to go and have fun with your family. So 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping.